Hello my friends, hello again. I'm Kyle, and here on my channel Pensando Inglés, I bring you real English that you can understand. Today I have my beautiful wife with me, okay? My wife is Colombian, her name is Ingrid, and today we have an interesting topic, okay? We are going to speak in a nice easy English about the differences between a childhood here in the United States and what it's like to grow up in Colombia, where she is from. So first of all, tell them what part of Colombia you're from.
I'm from Bucaramanga, Santander.
Bucaramanga, Santander, okay. And I am from the state Indiana in the United States, okay? So not every part of Colombia is the same as Santander, and not every part of the United States is the same as Indiana.
Yeah, we're gonna talk just about our experience. So it's not like...
But there are some things that will generally be different between the US and Colombia as a whole as well.
Yeah.
So I have several different categories of things we're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna tell you how things were for me and how things were for you. I want you to tell me, okay?
Okay.
So first, when you were a kid, what did you and your friends or you and your siblings do for fun?
Well, I mean, when we were like, what kind of age?
Okay, so let's say like maybe between 8 and 10.
Play el escondite.
You got hide and seek?
Yeah, hide and seek. There is something we call venados y cazadores. That was so fun, but that was maybe
Deers and hunters?
Yeah, but no. So that was when we were like very, very like little, maybe 8,
Okay.
7, I don't know. Like just so to be more real with this, the kind of stuff we do, it was just like playing with things around outside, nothing like iPads or, but just playing with outside. Yeah.
Mainly with your brother and sister?
We just fight. There is something called like I don't remember, something you can throw.
You can throw?
You can throw and just spin around for like trompos. It's called like trompos.
I have no idea.
You don't know what it is, but yeah. Things like that, like marbles.
Okay.
To like, kind of things like this.
Okay, that's nice. So a lot of playing outside.
Yes, outside.
Not having a lot to play with, but still finding things to do,
yes, right? Yeah, right.
So I think kids do that everywhere around the world. When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time with my cousin. He was like a brother to me. We were always outside in the woods, hiding and trying to build forts. And a fort is like a tiny little house or a shelter.
Yeah.
We were always doing that. We were making fires at a very young age.
Wow.
Shooting guns at a very young age.
Chewing gums like what?
Outside at Targets and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe put like a water bottle.
But you mean like toys for chewing?
Guns.
Guns?
Guns.
With what age?
I was probably shooting guns when I was 10.
So where were your mom and your dad? How you can do that?
Well, I was younger than that when my dad first taught me how to shoot a gun.
Okay.
I was probably my son's age, about 8 years old.
Okay.
And so this cousin is the son of my dad's brother. So me, my dad, his dad, and my cousin, we would all go out in big fields where there's nothing and just shoot guns.
Okay.
So we did that a lot. And then when we got a little bit older, my uncle would just let me and my cousin...
I didn't know that.
My uncle would just let me and my cousin just take the rifles and just go outside and shoot.
I'm just like shocked because left your kid doing something like that can be kind of dangerous. Not in
Very
that
dangerous.
moment, not in this moment when it's happening, but like, I don't know, something can happen. You never know.
Definitely things could happen. But so stuff like that would never happen with city people, but people, there's a certain kind of people here who like to hunt and fish.
Yeah.
Those type of people teach their kids stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they from a young age, they're shooting, they have knives. That's why I have a cut on my finger. Which one?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
I have a cut on my finger because I was probably 6 when I cut myself with my first pocket knife. So,
Sorry, I feel like.
so anyway, I was outside a lot. A lot of other kids love video games, obviously, but I never liked video games.
Oh yeah, like just the people who has more like money to buy video games and things like that to their kids, they have it. They have. No, como dices, lo tenían.
They had.
But we never play video games. I don't remember playing video games.
I wanted video games so bad, and I begged and begged my parents to buy it for me for Christmas, and they didn't. I don't think they had the money, whatever, but I'm so grateful that they did not.
Wow.
Because then I would have been hooked on it.
Yeah,
So I'm just so happy I never got into that.
yeah.
Okay, so that's things we did for fun. Now, when you were growing up, what were the normal things that you would eat on a day-to-day basis?
Like normal day.
Normal meals, what would your mom make? What kind of snacks would you guys eat?
Like normal meal can be like, it was like kind of soup, but we say caldo.
Soup, yeah.
Soup with arepa and eggs inside. That was like for breakfast.
Wow.
Or like fried yuca. Or like fried plantain with caldo and the eggs inside again, like the same thing. Or maybe like, I don't know, let's see, for lunch maybe soup, like real soup, because this is like different.
Caldo's just like a juice,
yeah.
a broth maybe.
And rice and beef or chicken and I don't know, salads maybe. Nothing like different, like so different, just kind of rice, pasta, chicken, beef, soup,
What about snacks?
yuca, maduro.
Did you guys eat snacks?
I don't remember. I mean, at the school, yes. Like we had like a restaurant for school, so they give us our snack and also our lunch. But when we were at home, maybe I don't know.
Fruit or something?
I don't remember. Maybe bread, bocadillo with cheese. But I don't remember what we ate at home.
Okay.
But we don't really had like, I don't know, chips, potatoes, or
Potato chips.
chips, or maybe Quackers. I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay. So you say not very different, but that is different in a big way because no processed food.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
know what processed food means?
Yes.
If any of you guys
Absolutely.
don't understand what processed food means, it's
Yeah, no.
food that is not in its natural state. For example, potato chips or candy bars, processed food.
No.
Everything she mentioned is real stuff.
So, but also, I don't know, because we grew up in a farm, so everything was in the farm. So it can be can be different between being in a farm than in the city.
Right.
So, you know, how I say, just about my experience, but that was kind of, we don't have like so many options or candy, and we never have candy. Maybe one time a week on Sundays when my dad just brought something like that, like, you know, so yeah.
Okay. That sounds really healthy though.
Yeah.
And that's why she has nice teeth and beautiful hair and stuff, because she grew up eating healthy food. That's something that I did not have growing up. We did eat a lot of snacks, a lot of processed stuff, a lot of meals that you put in the microwave.
Wow.
And school lunches here are a garbage. The schools feed our kids poison.
Yes, I feel like kind of mad about it, because when you told me what Connor eat at school, like pizza, and I know because when I was taking care of the other kids, they have like nuggets and pizza and nuggets and pizza, and I'm like, how that can be like lunch for kids? How they, or if they bring lunch from home, it's like, that's not lunch. Like, how they can survive? And oh, that's crazy. I feel like really bad. I remember our lunch at the school in this restaurant, it was like pasta, rice, chicken, like normal things. Wow, it is crazy.
Yeah, so I was eating a lot of junk, a lot of those ramen noodles, which is not real food.
Yeah, it can be good, but not for every week, you know.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And I was drinking pop and eating candy.
Wow.
Lots of candy.
You
Kids
cannot
here eat a
have-
lot of candy.
No
And drink-
gaseosas para nosotros.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think people need to eat a lot better here.
Absolutely.
So she says I'm strict with my son when he wants to
yes.
eat candy and stuff. I only let him have a little bit, or I don't let him have it at all. But now you see why I'm strict,
Yeah.
because I grew up eating garbage, and I had problems because of it. So I don't want that to happen to him.
Right.
So I try to always make sure he at least eats some eggs, or some meat, or some fruit.
And I still feel, sometimes I feel like, how he don't like this? How he can eat this? Because it is like, how if when we were leaders like him, we have to eat everything like rice, beef, chicken, whatever your mom makes. So I understand, but it's still feeling like, why?
Yeah,
Kind of weird, you know.
definitely. Well, people here have a lot of options.
Yeah.
So the kids are spoiled, and a lot of times their parents will let them choose whatever they want instead of saying, we're eating this. You're gonna eat it, so eat it or go be hungry.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's something about raising kids, like the way how they are. They are not like very, you know. Yes, you need to learn how to eat this and this and this from science, no sé cómo dices, desde que son pequeños. No, when you are
Oh, since
since
they're little.
since they're there, yes. So yeah.
Okay. So speaking about how they were raised, let's speak about how we raise, or you guys say like educate your kids.
Yeah.
So what were some of the things that your parents taught you as far as manners and how you need to act?
We could not like scream to them or lie. No, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we did it. That way we were in a big trouble. So I don't know. They were like very strict with things like, can you do this? And if you don't did it, like they would get mad, you know. But sometimes they were flexible too. I don't know. I think manners and how you say is like being nice to your neighbors and people around, to your friends, saying the truth, being honest. Yeah.
Okay. So I think those those things were similar with me because, my mom's a good, nice person. She grew up in church and stuff. So
Yeah.
she taught us the same stuff. Be kind to people. Try and be nice. Don't yell. Everybody always told her that her kids were well behaved in the stores because so many other kids around here are just running around doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
And their parents are so weak. Makes me
yes.
sick. Makes me sick.
But okay, I want to say something about that. The day we went to the store, and I said I was looking for something, and you were like at the corner, and I hear something like somebody yelling and saying bad words. So I thought it was like someone yelling at to other person, And I keep walking, and then it was a mom in this kind of cars because she have something in her legs. So she has she had the girl in front and then other kid at the side, and she was yelling.
Yelling at them?
How you say it?
Yelling at them? Gritando?
Yelling at them, like very bad, like.
With bad words?
Yeah, I mean like rude, like mean. And I was like, that's not the way neither, you know?
No.
Stop! Can you stop? Like, oh my god, and it made me like feel uncomfortable. That's, crazy too.
See, yelling doesn't work.
No.
And the problem, she's probably yelling because she let those kids do whatever they wanted for so long that now she has to yell.
Or just because she grew up like that and she feel like that's the way to do it, but doesn't work neither. How you say it. And I think that's one of the things that I always say. I like and I love how you talk to Connor, to his son, because I don't remember to hear or to see you like yelling him and saying, why you do that? Like, never. So I love how you explain him, how you are like patient to him, and you are strict, but he really listen to you.
He respects.
And you don't need to be mad, or you don't need to be mean to him or rude, or So.
You know how I can do that though is because I lead by example. Meaning I don't tell him to do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
So if I tell him to work hard, it's because he sees me working hard every day. And a lot of times if he says something mean to me, I say, would I ever say that to you? And he says, no. And then he doesn't do it anymore. And
I love the way how he apologized. And that's amazing because you do it with him. Yeah. So, you can't expect something, to wait for something that you don't do, So.
Yeah, if I do wrong and I get angry with him and I say something mean or do something that's too strict, I apologize. If I hurt his feelings, only if I'm wrong. I only apologize if I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong and I know in my heart I did something wrong, I tell him, hey son, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better too. So let's both work hard.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to ask you. Would your parents ever apologize to you?
Never. So I feel like this video is gonna be so long, but okay. I need to say it. Like, that's one of the things, like the most difficult things in my life, to say I'm sorry. Like, oh yeah, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Please, how you say it? Like, forgive me. But I feel like it's so much better now because sometimes when I fight with my sister, I still mean things like we are like disagree with something, I can say I'm sorry, like that wasn't good, but before that could not like happen. Yeah. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing. Your parents wouldn't apologize to you because they were trying to be those strict leaders. Or
I feel like because they can't do it.
Can't express themselves.
They can't. Like that's how I feel before years ago. Like I want to apologize, but I something doesn't let me do it. Like I can't. I feel like maybe they were feeling the same way. I don't remember they apologized. Maybe they did it some point, but yeah.
So another thing related to that, did your parents tell you they loved you?
My dad was always like so, again, I forget the word, loving person, like hugging us and saying like nice things to us. My mom, she loved us, but she just showed her love in different way. She couldn't like express herself like maybe how she would like to do it, and it's still being like that. My dad is who say I love you, and my mom is like, when I say I love you, mom, she say lo mismo. But she say other nice things like God bless you, and I miss you. I wish the best things for you, or I pray for you every night, and that's amazing. That's more than saying I love you. So I feel like we just learn how she can, express her love. But I feel that's something from when she was little, like something was there, like. So yeah.
Okay.
What
So
about your parents?
my mom always told me, and there's a long time I can't remember my dad ever telling me.
When you were little.
When I was little, maybe, but then for the rest of my life, no, we never said it. But that's because we had a bad relationship. No, but right before he died, I know he was trying to tell me. But even in that last moment, when he's on his deathbed, he couldn't tell me, but he held my hand, and that meant so much more to to him. Like that was telling me everything.
Yeah, I feel like that it's like a feeling how, how I say my mom wants to say I love you, but she can't.
Yeah.
And I understand. But yes, so like.
Okay. So that was a heavy moment. I was thinking about that moment with my dad. That was a moment I'll never forget.
I know.
So, religion. You say your mom always tells you God bless you. Your mom prays for us. I know she's a good religious woman. How was religion part of your childhood?
So my whole life, my mom went to church. We went to church with her. We grew up going to church and having friends from church and being around people from church, and I love it. And I just have like a big thank you, mom, because I feel like that's something really how you say roots rises.
Roots.
That's like my big roots in my life. I just have some more gratitude about it. Whereas my sister, she get like tired of that in some point, because maybe my mom was trying to push it, like you have to do it, and that's not like something good. But yeah, we grew up like being,
Always in the church. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think it has served you so well. I think that you benefited a lot from that.
Yes.
And I think, a lot of people these days say religion's bad, and there's so many people who don't believe in God anymore and things like that. But the thing is, church is a community. Church is going and being around healthy people, and prayer is nothing but positive thoughts. Wishing healing for somebody. Wishing your loved ones to be happy. What do you do when you pray? Please bless my grandma and heal her. Please help my mom find a job. Please help my brother. Please. You're thinking positive thoughts, and you're in a room with 100 other people who are thinking positive thoughts.
The Bible says something like that, like being together. And I forgot what I was gonna say. You keep going.
So anyway, it's a positive community.
Oh, I know.
Of people who are trying to be good.
And they turn like in your family. You can feel like they are your family or something. It's
And someone from your church who knows you will come and help you just like a family member would.
Exactly.
And that is something that's missing in a lot of people's lives who don't have religion. Some of them don't even have friends. You don't have anywhere to go where you feel safe and happy. You don't have anyone to call who will be there for you. A stranger at a church will give you a hug and pray for you. So
that is true.
My mom grew up in the church as well, and when we were young, we went to church on Sundays. But when I got about probably, I don't know, maybe about 10, we kind of stopped going, because at that point my sister and I were like, kids, we don't want to go. And then finally my mom and dad were just like, all right, we won't go this day. And then next week we don't want to go. And they said, okay, but we're going next week. And then the next week, I don't want to. So we finally stopped going. But I wish that maybe, I don't wish anything was different because all the past makes us who we are now. But I think it would have been a little bit more ideal or a little bit better situation to have grown up in the church like that. Just because I think it's so healthy to have a good positive community like that and to meet friends who are like-minded and not out there doing drugs and stuff.
Yeah, right.
So this is just something I'm curious about. How were you treated when you were sick?
That's a really good one. But I mean, depends what kind of sickness, you know.
So say you had a real bad flu and you were really feeling bad.
So you stay in bed, you don't have to do anything. My mom make us soup, caldito de pollo, soup of chicken,
Chicken soup.
chicken soup. I'm sorry.
No, you don't.
I don't know. You know, like she take care of us like very, very good. Like, oh my poor baby.
Spoiled you.
She was like very, like, ¿cómo dices? Atenta. To like, do you have fever?
Yeah, she was
Do you need medicine?
taking good care of you.
My dad never know anything about it. Yeah, but he was, of course, like nice. But she was always like very, worried about our health. So yeah, that kind of like that. What about you?
So, when I was sick, I would just lay in my room and watch TV. So, my mom, she, would take care of us too and let us stay home from school and all that. But the problem was, eventually I got to where I was like, I'm sick, Mom. Can't go to school.
Oh, it was not.
I would pretend.
It wasn't real.
Yeah, I would pretend. And then I would just be at home watching Disney movies in my bed. But yeah. So.
You guys don't have like a special, like something to eat because you guys were sick.
No, we didn't have anything like that.
I hate it because this is like a big thing for me, and he was sick a few weeks ago. I was like, I'm gonna bring you something to like hidratarte, how you say?
Oh, to hydrate you. And I'm like drinking black coffee.
I was like, just water, like you need something, like no, I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna make you soup. He was like, no, I don't want soup. I was like, what? How?
Make me meat.
You need it.
No.
Okay, I hate that part, but okay.
Okay. So how was school for you? What kind of a student were you when you were growing up?
What do you
Were you good in school? Did you get good
Oh,
grades?
I was really good. I was really good. And my sister too. My brother wasn't too good. But like in some points, but I was really good, yeah. I was really good.
Did you like school?
I mean, I guess like every kid, one day yes, one day you don't want to go, and yeah.
Okay. So when I was very young, I did so good in school. And I was actually the only kid ever in my school who skipped a grade.
Oh, you did it?
So I was in first grade and I skipped second grade to third. And that was the only kid who ever did that in my school.
I did that. We have something like, it's called...
Don't try and...
I'm sorry.
Try and copy me, okay? She's trying to copy me with her little story. No, you didn't.
To second grade.
No,
It is true.
Don't lie.
Because I was so little and my mom can't send me to school, so she taught me at home, and then I started first grade, and they were like, "You can go to the second grade." We were like so similar.
Okay, but I skipped a grade because I was smart. You skipped a grade because you were a little shrimp. You were so little you couldn't go to school.
Keep going.
Okay. So anyway, I did really good when I was young.
Okay.
But when I got older, people called me like a nerd and stuff because I was so smart. I didn't like that. I didn't want the attention.
Yeah.
So I started doing bad.
Really?
Yeah, or stopped trying.
Wow.
So
I was really bad at this last 2 years because it was too much. I switched to farm school
farm school.
to a city, so it was like a lot. So I got like really bad notes, really bad, ¿cómo dices?
Grades.
Calificaciones.
Grades.
Grades, okay.
We're so similar. See, she even copies my bad grade story. Everything I say, she just has to, oh, well, I did this.
Sometimes I don't know how to explain it, or I forgot.
Okay.
I forget.
Here's the last one. Holidays and birthdays. So for holidays, let's just say Christmas.
Okay, so I wish his Christmas, no, my Christmas was like his Christmas because we didn't have gift.
No presents?
No presents. I don't remember having like we were at church maybe, but I don't remember like nothing special for Christmas or New Year's.
Casi no celebrando.
No, just going church and being, at church, but nothing like for us, like our family. Maybe eating tamales and good food, but no presents. So I feel like presents because, kids like presents. I don't know. I think in the city was like something that the people normally do, but for us, no, it wasn't. So give me presents now.
They give you presents all the time. Okay, so for Christmas for me, we did presents. Almost everybody here does presents.
Yeah.
I imagine like really poor people maybe don't.
I feel like even like the more...
Even the poor people
I
probably
feel
do presents here.
Yeah.
So, I think that's like the most important thing about Christmas here is giving gifts to your friends and family. And then my family always had 2 Christmases. So we would go to Christmas at my grandma's house on my mom's side and then
Cool.
on my dad's side. So we would do one Christmas on like Christmas Eve, the other one on Christmas Day. And
Nice.
so it was nice. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody in my family's rich, but we all gave each other little stuff.
It's very nice.
And Christmases were always
It's
good
like,
for me growing up.
Share something and getting something
Yeah,
to
have a dinner and be around
Really
your family.
nice.
How about your birthdays?
I feel like it was a normal day with maybe
No birthday presents?
no. My mom make us like something special, like a good lunch with chicken. Un sancocho de chicken, like something good. Because it was our birthday, but no cakes, no presents, no balloons, like nothing. Even nobody saying like happy birthday to us.
My poor baby.
I just remember my sister and my brother. My mom make like a little birthday party for them when they were like 7 and 13 or something like that. But and I have one when I was 7. That was nice. I got presents and a cake. Just one time in my whole life.
Oh no, last birthday you got presents and cake.
No, I mean with them.
But you didn't even like your
thank
cake.
You. Oh, I do.
It was actually the best cake ever. Tasted delicious.
It was so good. Let's keep going.
But it looked like boy's cake that I made.
No,
I made the Colombian flag and she said it looks like a boy's cake.
Amor, you are making me look bad in front of your camera.
Okay. Birthdays for me, we had birthday parties for the little kids. Once you get older, you don't get birthday parties, but at home, with your brothers and sisters, you get birthday presents or something like that usually. So
it was something small, like just you guys. Okay.
Yeah, just the family and my dad would make me a steak and a lobster sometimes because I always thought lobster meant you were rich or something.
Really?
So he would buy like a lobster and a little steak and make that when I was younger.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, and then Christmas or a birthday present from your parents.
Nice.
So that was nice. And one time my uncle dressed up like Batman
Oh, yes, you told me.
and came to my birthday party.
Oh.
And I was so little that I thought it was the real
Oh,
Batman.
yeah.
So,
He was so cute and handsome. So little. I saw the picture. That's why.
oh, did my mom show you?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I have to keep you two separated. All right. Anything else you want to add about your childhood?
No, I would say like I will not change. Maybe just Christmas or something, but how the same, la misma cosa que dijiste, I will not to change anything because I think we were very happy at that time. We were very grateful and we don't feel like we were missing something.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm like, oh, eso existía. But we were very happy kids, so
Great.
yeah.
Very good. All right, guys, this was a long video, but I hope you learned a little bit about the culture here, maybe how things are a little different. Maybe you guys related with how Ingrid grew up, or maybe you grew up in a big city in your country and you relate more with how I grew up.
Right.
So tell me down below in the comments, guys, was your childhood more like mine or more like my wife's? All right, guys, thanks for spending your valuable time with us. Y como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver y
Nos vemos